Hey there, Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is a reading for the month of August 2024. It is through the weeks 1 through 4. This is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising. It's not necessarily for your Venus sign, but if you choose to apply it, so be it. Please feel free to check the other readings for your placements. Your messages may also be there. Like, share, subscribe. Contact me if you want a personal reading. Information is in the description box below. Let's get into it. Can you show me energy on how Aquarius is entering into the first week of August, please? August 2024. How is... Okay. So Aquarius, first card here, you have the Two of Pentacles showing up here in your energy as how you enter into the month. Community, friends, family. You have the Seven of Cups. What you don't see coming. Queen of Wands. Your finances in the first week of August. Ten of Wands. Love, relationships, connections, emotional connections. You have the Two of Swords coming out with the Knight of Swords for this first week in August. So I feel here, Aquarius, illumination is coming for you, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, matters that need tending to when it comes to restoring levels of peace in your connections, things that may have gotten out of balance. I feel here for some of you, you've kept your mouth closed, or you've kept your energy closed for a little bit, but I feel here there's a decision moving forward in August that has you in your feelings, in your head. It's making you want to make sure you choose wisely, make sure you choose correctly, make sure that what you choose is not going to be problematic moving forward for you. It's kind of one of those energies where it's like, this could make or break a situation, make or break a situation. This could be very, very tedious to engage, but here we go. It's that kind of energy. So what I'm feeling here moving forward with people in your life, your friends, your family, your closest connections, the people that are always around you or closest to you, you have the Seven of Cups. This may be opportunities coming through people to you that you really don't know what to choose. Sometimes when situations or opportunities are brought to us through people, it's like we don't know what to choose because it isn't of our making, but still sometimes it can lead to good things. You're confused about whatever this connection, this communication, or this opportunity with somebody is. It leaves you feeling like you're having to juggle more than what you can bite off or what you can chew. I feel things will be illuminated, you will have clarity in things, but it also feels like your decisions right now are pretty important when it comes to what is most valuable for you moving forward here. I feel a lot is riding on this. What you don't see, you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be a Queen of Wands energy, a business person. This is somebody that's very attractive that you may have popping up in your life. This could also be somebody who's resilient, has been resilient in a lot of ways in their own life, and they may also provide you with information in regard to how you can be resilient in the movements and decisions that you move forward towards. So having almost like an ally that offers you advice. That's coming in the first week where you may not see it, but they come here and they're very present in the information that they share with you. For finances, whatever you've been doing as of late and into August, it's still an arduous pull. It's still an arduous effort. I feel here it gets the job done, it gets the needs met, but it's tiring, it's exhausting, you're tired of doing it. It feels like a grind, and it doesn't necessarily feel like something that you are either appreciated for or you just do it because you know it meets an outcome, but it's not something that feels like entirely fulfilling. And I feel that some of you may be needing to look at that situation in the first week and really try and like act accordingly moving forward, because you may have situations that could be much better for you or better suited for you, and it's like you're still trudging through, the trenches trying to uphold or maintain something. Maybe it's because you feel like you don't have other options, but here there may be another option being presented to you by somebody that you know. You just don't necessarily recognize it because it's not something that you found or something that you initially thought would be good, but it can be good. It asks you to take the leap of faith. With your relationships, you have that Two of Swords with the Knight of Swords. So some of you, if this is already existing partnerships, it feels like for some of you, you're opening up a lot about what you feel, about what you require in relationships, about situations that cause you to feel topsy-turvy or unbalanced. I feel that this is an opportunity for both parties to get their needs met, or at least get the communication that they need to express out and in the air. It needs to be that both parties are available to listening to one another and also communicating about the things that they have withheld. I'm not sure why we're withholding information, but it feels like there's been some really like deeper grievances or some sort of like deeper information that has not been surface level, that needs to come out. It needs to be communicated. For some of you that are alone or that are brand new in a relationship, it feels like you may be hesitant to communicate all of your needs or what you're really thinking in regard to moving forward here with another person. It feels here, Aquarius, some of you also are not communicating as adequately as you could with a person. Maybe fear of saying too much, maybe fear of ruining something. If you feel like communication would do that, it still feels like communication needs to be above board and present in the out in the open. Okay, I'm going to pause this. Let's get into week 2. All right, getting into week 2, Aquarius. What is Aquarius's overall energy moving forward into week 2? You have the Queen of Swords. This is your energy, Aquarius. Your community, your families, your friends, people closest to you. Show me for Aquarius. So you have the Five of Swords coming out here. What you don't see coming, what's in your blind spot for Aquarius. You got the Moon. Okay. Show me finances for the second week of August for Aquarius. Romantic connections, love, relationships. Show me for Aquarius, second week of August. You have the Hierophant, and you have the Six of Cups popping out here together. Okay, so Aquarius, in this second week moving forward, your overall energy is one, I feel that you're very hesitant to fully engage in situations for fear of causing drama, causing issues, causing things to be misconstrued. I feel here that you're trying to get your point across without being problematic, but that reserve is also causing problems. I feel there's some element here where it's like you're trying to get past the hurdles, you're trying to make things easier and more communicative, but there's some level of like boundary setting that is just, it's heightened and it feels on edge, to be honest with you. With the community, the people in your life, the friends, family, you have the Five of Swords. So this can talk about situations where problematic behavior shows up, people doing things for their own certain interests, people juggling other situations. This is winning the war, but not, like winning the battle, but not the war. People that are problematic and like do what they need to do to get what they need in the moment, but they don't think of the long-term effects that their actions have. It feels like you're juggling, you're dealing with somebody potentially who is wearing a mask, juggling many situations, potential people, opportunities. And I feel here that you're very resistant to communication with this person, or You want them to drop what isn't necessary to be effective in the way that they communicate with you. And I feel that there's a lot of lack of clarity with this person. There's a lot that's hidden. There's a mask that they have on. They're like fully protected from being vulnerable or fully expressing something here to you. This may be friends. This could be a partner as well. But either way, it feels like you're tired of this type of behavior with this person. This has kind of reached a limit for you where you're just like, fine, if you're going to operate in these kind of underhanded, secretive ways, I don't need you. I don't want it. It's this frustrated energy where it's like, just be on the level with me. And then what you're not seeing is the moon. So it's like more of that, hidden energy, more of the secretive energy, things being juggled in quiet places, things not being above level with this person. It feels here from your community, your friends, your family, potential love partner, whoever. But the energy here with the moon coming out as what you don't see in the first week is, it's lack of clarity. It's lack of understanding. It's lack of, actually, I think this is the second week, I'm sorry. It's lack of honesty, and so I feel if you have this as a continuous connection with somebody, you're more likely to want to nip it in the bud. You're more than likely wanting to disconnect from it because it leads to lack of knowledge of the truth. It leads to second guessing. Can I trust this person? Do I know if what they're saying is true or honest? It's very dicey energy, Aquarius, and it doesn't let you feel settled. It doesn't let you feel connected fully. It feels like, why doesn't this person look me in the eyes when they talk to me? Like, why is there always like some sort of combative energy about this? Why does it always feel like there's a sub-story or a subtext to this person's situation? There's something that I'm just not seeing, but it's there. I know it's there. Use your intuition. Trust yourself. The moon is all about intuition. It can be blocked intuition. It can be not trusting our intuition or trusting our internal guidance, but it's still presenting itself. So, listen to yourself here in this second week. With your finances, you have the 5 of Pentacles here, Aquarius. So this is an interesting one just because it goes from, I think it was the 10 of Wands to the 5 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Wands is that period where it's like you're trudging through, you're trying to make it happen, you're being all that you can be to do what you can do, but it's just exhausting. Here, it's like, well, where are the resources that I'm working so hard for? Why do I feel like I can't get ahead in life? Why do things financially feel stuck and bound and frustrating? Here it's like coming to a certain type of head. Here it's like coming to a certain awareness where it's like, I'm not happy here. I'm not receiving what I want here. I'm not being seen for who I am. I'm not being recognized for what I would contribute. I'm not making enough money. And that here in this second week, Aquarius, I think is really like helping you formulate a plan, especially when it comes to your finances, your stability, especially if you've been in work environments that have just been kind of toxic. It's time for you to really clear the energy. It's time for you to clear the energy and look at things with a very honest lens and realize I'm not living up to my potential here. I'm not getting what I need. My needs aren't being met. My bank account is not where it needs to be. What do I need to do to stabilize myself? What do I need to do to clear the energy here so that I can actually have some sort of outcome that's healthy for me? And so there's a contemplation period here, Aquarius, in this second week where you're really needing to put the brakes on how much effort you put into something because it's not matching what you give it. And I feel here there's been enough problems in a financial situation or a work environment where you're just like burnt out and you need to really stand your ground when it comes to how much effort you're putting in. Because if nobody sees your value, you must see your value. In your love relationships and connections, for some of you in the second week, if you are partnered, it feels like you and a partner are stabilizing your foundation. You're coming into a connection of deeper love, deeper appreciation. Some of you may even be stabilizing a situation with a baby. If that is the case, you're going to need to put the brakes on the financial department or the logistical department, really get things geared into a better sense of stability. If you're not dealing with a partnership or a current relationship, if you're looking for love, you may find a connection that just comes out of the blue and feels quite magnetic, feels quite like it's supposed to be in your life. It's like that soulmate recognition energy with the Six of Cups. Possibly where maybe you're in school, maybe you're at the doctor, maybe you're in some sort of establishment, maybe you are doing self-help, like dealing with like different types of self-awareness. Maybe you find somebody through some sense of like self-help or self-awareness type situation where it's like you both have this intention at heart for yourselves, but suddenly you're here too. You find interest in this. Cool. I think that person is a really cool, like, they've got great messages. I think, blah, blah, blah. It's like finding love or finding a connection that feels very connected to you in more of like a public setting, more of a setting that is, I want to say mass-produced, large. It's being out there in the public, being out there in the, I don't know, maybe it's even through a traditional sense, but it could be church, it could be traveling, could be foreign affairs or somebody that has a difference of opinion or a different background than you as well. Either way, though, it feels like some of you may be coming into a connection that takes you by surprise because it doesn't fit the norm for you, but you still realize that there's something about it that's just undeniable. Let's get into the third week. All right, Aquarius. So show me Aquarius's overall energy coming into the third week of August 2024. Show me, okay. So your energy at the third week here, Aquarius, you have the Three of Cups. This is interesting energy, especially from some of the energy from the previous weeks. Show me family, connections, communication, community. Four of Wands, nice. What Aquarius doesn't see. Ooh, oh boy. Ten of Cups. Finances for Aquarius in the third week. You have the Four of Swords here, Aquarius. Love, emotional connections, romantic connections. You have the Hierophant. This was in your last spread for your last week, the second week of August. So it feels here, Aquarius, in the third week, the energy that you're kind of upholding is one of exploration, having fun, communication that is exciting, brand new. It's getting to know somebody. It's finding out the little nuances here. This could be just in general. This could be finding a lot of fun and frivolity with your friends. This could be with a new person. But the energy is one of trying to uphold a happier energy in this week, trying to have more fun and get out there and, just enjoy, let your hair down. That's the kind of energy that's coming through here. Getting to go out and play. It's playing. It's wanting to play with people, wanting to play with your friends, being connected to people who mean something to you, embracing that. With the community, friends, family energy, you have the Four of Wands in this third week. So this energy here is one of stable foundations. This is one of connections that are pleasantly supportive of you. This can take connections to the next level. This can also be being present for people graduating, present for parties, present for situations where there are large groups of people as well. In your last spread, there may also be, here actually, I'll say it for this one too, because you have that Hierophant there. If you're trying to date something or somebody or something, if you're trying to date, you may find somebody through your friends group, you may find somebody through a function, a wedding, you may find somebody through some sort of like group gathering is what I'm feeling here. Okay. what you don't see coming, the Ten of Cups, that's a beautiful energy to not see coming, just because it's a very, very pleasant surprise, very emotionally satisfactory. It's happy. It wants you to be happy. It wants you to be content in your relationships, your connections, how you feel inside of yourself. Very interesting energy that shows up here. But I like it. It's a surprise. It's like, I did not expect to have this reaction or this positive effect in this situation, but here I am, really enjoying this situation for everything that it offers. You know, it's a very warm, engaging, supportive, emotionally supportive energy that pops up in this third week. And I feel that it does have something to do with your emotional connections. It just feels that way. I feel you're potentially getting to know somebody, or getting to know more about somebody perhaps that you knew before, but now things are just kind of coming together. For your work in the third week, you have finances, you have the Four of Swords. This is about recuperation, recovery. It's about mindset, care. I feel here some of you Aquarians may be a bit burnt out with your jobs, like we kind of talked about in those first two spreads. It feels like you're kind of drudging through the same BS. You're exhausted. Here, this is asking for you to take a break. It's asking for you to disconnect and really find some sort of clarity in the center of yourself. Be more centered, meditate, be at peace with yourself, get zen about it, go sit in the water, you know, and twiddle your fingers and thumbs in the sand. Like, it's literally talking about going and recollecting your energy, because whatever you've been doing has been draining you. I feel like these other situations are a welcome blessing in your life, because they offer you a sense of happiness. They offer you a sense of newfound happiness, especially when it comes to emotions. And that's such a beautiful thing. But I feel that that is putting you in a mindset of wanting to take care of the other aspects of your life that also feel that have been out of balance. And with the work situation in this reading so far, it feels like that has been something that has been out of balance. So here we're trying to recover our energy, recover our equilibrium and sense of well-being and balance right now. So in the third week, it feels like you're taking some time to yourself. It may even be that you take a mental health day or a couple mental health days, whatever it is, but the energy is supportive of you trying to make the best of a situation that hasn't been fruitful. With your love, relationships, and connections in this third week, you have the Hierophant again. So this can talk about foundations in relationships that are built slowly. It's something that we strive for, and here it is. You've got the Three of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Hierophant. Like, you know, even with that Four of Swords there, you know, this connection, if you're coming into a new connection, it may offer you a sense of peace and well-being, restorative energy even. For those of you who are in connections with partnerships, you may be attending a wedding, you may be attending a function with other people. You may also be hooking somebody else up in a connection that it's like you're playing matchmaker even. For some of you, that might be what's going on. You know, it's like, you know, this person, Jane, would be good for Jack. Okay, yeah. But what about Sarah? Oh no, Jane and Jack. It's Jane and Jack. It's that kind of energy for some of you. With this in a relationship, like if you're seeking a relationship, you may be coming across a Taurus person, somebody ruled by Venus. But the energy is one of solidity. It's one of being solid. It's one of wanting to have a foundation in a relationship that is stable. And this may lead to something stable. This may also require you to take a peek at what you think your requirements are, or what your type is, or what you've been used to in relationships. Oh, I only date over 6 feet, or she's got to be petite, got to be brunette, you know, got to be blonde. Like, why? Why do they have to be petite, blonde, brunette? Why can they only be 6 feet and above? Like, what is the issue there? Because when you allow things to be in your life that are supposed to be in your life, they may not look like what you think they're supposed to look like. But it does tell me that you're likely communicating with somebody that is out of your typical scope of type and you may be experiencing something different. They also could be foreign or of foreign origin background and have a different religion altogether. So be aware of that. Let's pause this. We'll get into the 4th week. All right, Aquas. Into the 4th week of August. Show me the energy that Aquarius is embodying, please. So you have this Queen of Wands. I feel like she came out earlier, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Show me community, friends, people that are closest to Aquarius right now. You have the 2 of Swords. I'm going to put that over her boobie. What they don't see coming in the 4th week of August. Show me. The 3 of Cups. Finances, please, for Aquarius. Finances for Aquarius in the 4th week of August. You have the 3 of Swords. Love, relationships, emotional connections for Aquarius. Oh, okay. 2 cards popping out. You have Strength. And you have the King of Pentacles here. So Aquarius, in this 4th week of August, final week of August, I feel here that you've got your boundaries up in a lot of ways, but it's for a good reason. It's for your benefit. It's for stabilization in your life. I feel that some of you are finding a new sense of self through boundaries because you've been through the ringer and you've seen enough. And so it feels like you guys are coming to a particular point in your life where things just need to run smoothly, and if they're not going to do it on their own, then you're going to enforce that they are, which is kind of nice. It's powerful. It's reclaiming your power and creating a very different dynamic with people who have known you in a certain way. Now they're getting to see a different side of you, and it keeps them in check moving forward, which I love. You're standing in your own personal power, and I love that here. I'm being very honest with what you require, and that is what it is. I require this out of my relationships. I require this out of my job. I require this of myself. I require this of my friends and my communications. It's very, very clear on what you require, so uphold that, please. Your community, your friends and family, you have this 2 of Swords. So you may be cutting people off. You may be distancing yourself from somebody here, possibly an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or you just could be cutting somebody off because the time is now. You know, it's like certain periods of growth have happened for you where you're like, nah, you don't fit into my scope of experience anymore. You don't fit into my life anymore. I'm letting you go. There's too much drama here with somebody, or there's been too much withheld information with somebody where it's like, I don't want to have to guess what you're thinking, what you're saying, what you mean. I don't want to have to guess if you're telling me the truth. I don't want to have to guess around anything, you know? And so it's like you're being very clear in regard to how you disassemble a connection is how I feel for you, Aquarius, in this energy moving forward into the 4th week of August. What you don't see coming, you've got the 3 of Cups, and this is really nice because it feels like from everything that I've read so far during these last 3 weeks, it feels like there's kind of a culmination of emotional energy or opportunities that are coming around that could be really nice. They could be really juicy, really fun, very expressive, flirty, exciting. And I feel here that you may go out on a date, you may have some sort of expression of love or some sort of level of interest that is shown, whether you're showing it or somebody else is showing it. There's some expression of connection here that is really nice, and it kind of lifts your spirit in a lot of ways. I feel like throughout this reading we've been having moments of lifting your spirit, helping you feel better. It's like trying to detangle you from like the trenches of whatever you've been dealing with. And so those little highlights, those little happy moments, consider them successes throughout the month. They're there for you because you need them, right? They're there for you because you need to have some level of happiness in your life. It can't be humdrum, drudging, trundling through this snow, trying to make everything work when everything feels like it's working against you. You have to align yourself to how things are better suited for you. With your job, finances, it feels here that things kind of come to an head at the end of this month. It feels here with this Three of Swords, you may be leaving a job, or you may be finding some sort of peace in the chaos and letting go of something, because it's like, I can't deal with this anymore. There's too much uncertainty. It's not giving me what I need, what I want. I need to put a tower moment on it. And that's exactly what this Three of Swords feels like. It feels like a bolt of lightning and a tower moment. And that may be walking away from something. It may just be you being very, very frustrated in a situation if you're not walking away. But I really think that there's a lot of energy here that's supportive of you kind of reshaping your future here, Aquarius, especially with that Queen of Swords. It's asking for you to be very, very clear on what works for you and what doesn't, because whatever that has been in the work job situation thing hasn't been good. It's time to end it and let it go. The Three of Swords shows up when something has like run its course. It's time to let it go because it's not going to get any better, okay? And if you stay in it, it's going to leave you more emotionally confused, more frustration, da-da-da-da-da. It's the ongoing story. With your love and relationships in this fourth week, you have strengthened the King of Pentacles. So for those of you who are already in existing relationships, it feels like patience is needed on your part with a partner, or maybe your partner is needing to have patience with you as you go through a trying time. Either way, it's important that we are in their corner. We support them through this change. Know that the change that they are endeavoring into leads to a better, stronger, more stable them. It leads to a situation that has better support because that person feels solid rather than floundering, whether that's you or them. It feels here that we need patience in that. There's a lot of clarity that will come through here for this connection, but just it requires patience and support here. For those of you who are single that are open to a new connection, or you're kind of like been flirting with somebody throughout these last few weeks in August, I feel here that this is you having to be patient with wanting to jump on this person, or like wanting to move things forward here. The King of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. They're the slowest one in the deck, slowest king in the deck, but they do so because they're very intentional. And here it's almost as if like you're having to like cool your ardor, you're having to calm your energy down, because it's like you may want to like move this faster, forward, quicker. It's asking for you to be patient with it. It's asking for you to tame yourself and to not get upset because something or somebody is not moving fast enough for you. The person that shows up here is stable, or at least that is the direction they're trying to create life in. They're trying to assimilate to a more stable surrounding or situation in their life. They're needing you also to be their friend rather than just trying to jump their bones, or rather than you just trying to move this relationship into a solidified, bona fide, da-da-da-da-da, or now a couple. They're asking you to be patient with them, because the process that they're going through and the opportunities that they will provide once they've gone through this transformation are bar none. They're key for wonderful things to happen, but this doesn't happen in a rushed sense. It's slow, it's intentional, and it says, calm down, I'm in your corner, I love you, I like you a lot, I think that you're really wonderful, dealing with my own stuff right now, let's go slow. But it also indicates here with the Three of Cups right underneath the King of Pentacles, you'll likely be dating this person, or you'll likely be having fun with this person, or it's very supportive of you engaging in acts of fun, frivolity, enjoyment, excitement with this person. Play with them. Play with them. Make it safe to play. Make it safe to be fun. Don't put too many expectations. Expectations kill relationships. So be kind to them, be kind to you. This month is a heavy one for a lot of people, according to the readings I've been doing. Just be good to yourselves, okay? I love you very much. I hope that these readings and these messages are helpful for you. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. Contact me if you want a personal reading at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. Big hugs, big kisses. Take care. Bye-bye, Aquarius.